A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Quez Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them. And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Saints 7, Patriots 0.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Stokes. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And some room to run now. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stokes. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
At the 25-yard line, the Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And that's caught out wide by Cooks. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. And caught by Henry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They hand this off to Harris, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for New England. As a defense, what a nuisance when you look on the other side and they've got a tight end that can run a post route like that. And you felt the ground shake, didn't you? Oh, you've been all the way up here in this booth. How about when he grabbed the football? You could see the terror as everyone was thinking, do I even want to try and tackle that big man? And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter. Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be. Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet. To throw on second down. Stokes. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Gano for the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Patriots 22, Saints 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
That's complete to Troutman right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Mike's hurt. Hey, check. Mike 42.
On 1st and 10, Stokes flush to his right. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. The final shot before the break, Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both teams going through their final halftime adjustments. We're about ready to get back to football. And to bring you the second half from the Superdome, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 44-yard line.
To throw is Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. Wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
24 is the mic.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
They run it again with Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Kamara. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off of play action, it's Watson. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll be out right at the 35.
A gain of 16 yards.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Patriots will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Patriots 1st down.
Again, it's Watson. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Patriots. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Patriots 44, Saints 16.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because There is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, Stokes. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stokes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Gano the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
The score, Patriots 51, Saints 16.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Throwing after the interception, Stokes. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stokes. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. He spots Landry, who makes a really nice catch. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He's going to look deep down the field. And now Watson throws another interception. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Patsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
That's track. Check 52.
Watson off play action. It fights him off. He's going to take another shot here toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes. To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Back to throw. Stokes, he'll buy some time right. And this is going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun, Stokes. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Here's 2nd and 10. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's...
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Faking the give, now Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
And you know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on first down, Stokes. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Yeah, that touchdown.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes. Get out of there. After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Throwing now, Watson. He's going to let it go again. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right.
And that's caught inside the 30. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone, Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Patriots, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.